Assalamualaikum. Hari ni saya akan present case study 2 HCI. Ni ialah group member. First, Suhail Azmin. Nombor 2, Ibnu Harid. Yang ketiga, Syed Nazril. Nombor 1, 3 example of multimodal interaction device that you familiar with. Nombor 1, smartphone. Nombor 2, laptop. Nombor 3, TV. Label the device with the principle of universal design of interactive system involved in the device. Nombor 1, smartphone, equitable use, flexibility in use, tolerance for error, low physical effort, size and space for approach and use. Nombor 2, laptop, flexibility in use, tolerance for error, low physical effort. Nombor 3, TV, equitable use, flexibility use, low physical effort, simple and intuitive to use, perceptible information. Give an explanation about the 3 identified device. Nombor 1, smartphone. Sense use on this device. Sight, to be able to see something on the smartphone. Sound, to be able to hear the sound that coming out of the smartphone. Touch, to be able to touch and interact physically with a smartphone. Alternative mode on this device. Sound in interface, we can turn the volume down and up by using the volume button. Touch in interface, we can interact physically with smartphone by opening some apps on the smartphone. Handwriting recognition, to be able to touch and interact physically with a smartphone. Gesture recognition, some smartphone can change our face into animal face using AI gesture camera. Yang kedua, laptop. Sense use on this device. Sight, to be able to see something on the laptop. Sound, to be able to hear the sound that coming out of the laptop. Touch, to be able to touch and interact physically with the laptop. Alternative mode on this device. Sound in the interface, we can turn the volume down and up by using the volume button on the keyboard laptop. Touch in interface, we can interact physically with the laptop by using the keyboard and mouse. Handwriting recognition, on some laptop the screen can be written and drawn something by using hand or some smart pen. Yang ketiga, TV. Sense use on this device. Sight, to be able to see something on the TV. Sound, to be able to hear the sound coming out of the TV. Alternative mode on this device. Sound in interface, we can turn the volume down and up by using the volume button on the remote control. Identify the limitation of each device and state at least 2 improvements you can make to the device. Smartphone. Limitation, smartphones are expensive. Apps often require internet access. Improvement, make the screen of the smartphone unbreakable. Make the smartphone more secure to use and store personal data. Laptop. Limitation, reinstalling the native operating system. Sensitivity, laptop are easier to damage as compared to ordinary computer. Improvement, make the screen and the keyboard of the device undamageable. Make operating system easier to understand and more secure. TV. Limitation, can interact much with the device other than changing the channel of the TV and change the volume. The screen of the television is easy to break. Improvement, add more purpose to the device. Make the screen harder to be damaged.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat petang. So today I want to present about hiker tracking device. Okay, so this is the introduction. Hiker tracking device is the tracking device use the database and GPS system to track the movement of hikers, which is waterproof and shockproof at the same time with a lower price to ensure that all hikers to afford it and make it as accommodates as a safety tool to hike all around the world. So the principle that involved is equitable use, flexibility in use. The first principle is equitable use. Principle 2 is a flexibility in use. Principle 3 is simple and intuitive use. Principle 4 is perceptible information. Principle 5 is tolerance and for error. Principle 6 is low physical effort. Principle 7 is size, space and approach angles. So this is a sketch of the product. This is the function. So the power button is to turn on or turn off the device. So the light button to turn off or on to the torchlight at the back of the device. Barometer giving the user information about the pressure and humidity environment. Compass is giving the user information about what direction they are facing. The temperature meter is giving the user information about the environment temperature. The speaker and antenna is the feature being used for community only. Radio tuner, the radio tuner is being used as a second option for calling help if the user face any danger situation. Call button, the button work if any rangers call the user informed. So the map button is the button function to show the map diagram on the screen, and alarm button is the button function as a voice emergency button. So this is the instruction. So the first instruction, the user need to register at the ranger website to register their device. The user need to fill all the requirement and scan the serial code at the back of the device to register the device on the ranger. After the number 3 is after the registration, the user can go hiking like normal. Number 4 is if the user lose in the hiking trip, they need to press the alarm button to indicate their danger situation. After a few minutes, a ranger will communicate with them through the call feature. And number 5, if the user badly injured during the trip, they can use for the call feature to help from the ranger at the nearest outpost. Number 6 is to the post user need to press their button to show up their features. So benefit of the product is cheap. Our product is the most expensive tracking device in the market. Inexpensive tracking device. Okay, so it has a shockproof and waterproof feature. It's compact. The size easily carry around during the trip. So that's all.